Welcome to Red Eye. Hello, everyone. I'm Tom Shillue. Let's check in with TV's Andy Levy over at the Red Eye Tees Deck. Andy?
Thanks, Tom. Coming up on the big show, leftists at a Florida university start a fight club to take on Republicans. Hollywood celebrities rejoice. Now you can donate your liposuction fat to a good cause. Plus, President Obama goes kite boarding and foil boarding with Richard Branson. See, Trump isn't the first president to enjoy water sports. And finally, a new wheeled robot from Boston Dynamics shows off its moves, leaping over barriers and spinning in place. Think of it as the world's best rollerblader who will eventually straight up murder you. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Andy. Let's welcome our guests. She self-identifies as a man, a Rothman.
Okay, that's better.
FBN New York Stock Exchange correspondent Lori Rothman. He looks like he's permanently auditioning for an Orbit's gum commercial.
I'll take it.
Comedian Harrison Greenbaum. He's pushed more envelopes than Mr. McFeely. Observer columnist Michael Malice. And his podcast is called Misery Loves Company. Pretty sure it's a Stephen King book club. Sitting right next to me, comedian Kevin Brennan. Okay, let's start the show. Liberals are so terrified of Trump's America, some of them are learning how to fight. At the University of Central Florida, a group called the Knights for Socialism has started a leftist fight club to teach students how to wrestle with Republicans. A flyer for the workshop last Sunday proclaimed, "Kick their axis, stop the alt-right." And the event's Facebook page asserted, in response to the record number of hate crimes since the rise of Donald Trump, Knights for Socialism has decided to host a series of self-defense clinics for anyone that wants to learn how to bash the fash. This event is open to everyone and anyone except Republicans. Well, maybe Republicans don't want to belong to this club, right? The group also explained that a local amateur boxer would teach basic hand-to-hand combat techniques. So how'd it go on Sunday? Red Eye was able to obtain video from inside the workshop.
Pony, come with me. Oh, yeah, we're going to shake it up. Come on, Pony.
Pony, that's my favorite part.
The lady on the left was Republican?
I think so, maybe. Lori, why did you...
Yes.
You kind of winced when we put Richard Simmons up there.
Well, hasn't he been having some personal struggles lately? We haven't heard very much about him. I haven't heard an update as to his well-being in a little while.
You haven't given us an update. Where's the
I
Fox
cover
Business
the
update?
stock market. I don't cover Richard Simmons.
Well,
but I loved his guest spots, I think, on the Love Boat back in the day. Richard Simmons.
he
Love
was
him.
great.
He's still alive, right?
He is. Yeah, I think he's doing fine. He's still ponying. But what do you think of this? Why do liberals have to get into this fighting now? And let me ask you,
Sure.
what is this? The rise in hate crimes? I don't think that's really happening.
Well,
Do you?
what's so frustrating to me and what I find so hypocritical about this group is that they are assuming that hate crimes will happen by Republicans or Trump supporters solely because Trump is now our president.
Yes.
So they're trying to take proactive, preventative measures. They're also hypocritical because they're saying, all right, we want to be inclusive, we want to fight for equal rights, yet we want everyone in our everything, only happen. What's the thing from the movie Fight Club? You guys know, the Brad Pitt. Can't talk about Fight Club.
What's that?
And they're excluding the Republicans. That's my point. So they're...
Did you say? I just want to, Harrison, did you say you can't talk
First
I was just helping
I wrote in
Ronald
my
get
note
to her hack joke.
that was the first person
I'm not
to mention don't
I
talk
was
about
just helping
Fight Club.
someone out.
Okay, you get out of that one, Harrison.
Hands free.
She tricked them.
She did.
Yeah, that is not.
Do you see my notes, Lori? Harrison,
No, the...
Yes.
what's going on here? I don't see this this rise in violence. Where
I mean, I get it. When you have a president who's grabbing, you want to learn some moves to block it.
What year is it that we can say that?
I don't think we can.
It's a presidential thing now. I'm talking like a president.
But Harrison, do they have to learn how to fight? What are they talking about? Bash the fash?
I think. I mean,
Fascists.
Fascists.
Sorry.
I mean, I guess the idea is if you have a president who sort of stands for the worst impulses, it's not an insane thing for these people to want to be protected. I mean, there's always the bashing from the right saying that the left is a bunch of like delicate snowflakes, and now that they're trying to beef up, they're getting it on the other side. So you got to pick a side. Either they're too tough or they're too weak.
Well, which one is it? Do you think they are snowflakes or not?
I think they're a bunch of snowflakes that could be a blizzard.
Very good.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, okay, you know how they always tell us that if you want to study Trump, you got to study Hitler? And the next time anyone tells me this, I'm going to ask them for book recommendations on Hitler because these people don't know what they're talking about. Yeah. If they did know what they're talking about, they'd realize this is how you got Mussolini. Because you had all the leftists out of control, you had the general strikes, you had violence in the street, and he came in and he cracked down and gave them law and order. So by all means, let these cretins go out, provoke things on college campuses, burn down Berkeley, and see how that ends well and wins for them. We saw it in Kent State. We saw it when Giuliani had white Democrats voting Republican because David Dinkins was such a calamity. We saw it in '68 with Nixon's election. It always ends on the side of law and order because people, whatever their politics, don't like discord.
That's right. So do you think, when you mentioned Mussolini, are you saying there's someone beyond Trump, some other guy is going to come in and be like the Mussolini figure?
No, but this is who comes in when you have civil unrest. They have some kind of strongman to kind of shut it down and restore some semblance of discourse. And listen, if this organization is going to encourage people to walk up and punch feminists in the face in the name of equality, you know, maybe we should listen to them a little bit.
That's true. There is a lot of talk about punching in the face.
Are we going to be talking smart the whole show?
That's what the earpiece is for.
Well, I'm not ready for all this madness.
Well, we don't even have to talk intellectual.
I just like that it's, I'll make it simple. Bash the fash.
Yeah.
Works for me because just like crack is whack, works. Because one time I was going to smoke crack, I'm like, wait, it's whack. So I put down the pipe.
You did.
And I went back to my job at the 7-Eleven. Here's the point. I have no point. What were you going to answer?
You like slogans, is what you're saying.
I say slogans are catchy, of course.
I don't like bash the fast, S-H. If it's fash, it should be F-A-S-C, shouldn't it? Bash the fash.
It's cheating.
It is.
But I do like. But if these people are socialists, right? Most of them are socialists.
Yes, they're for socialism. That's not good.
Yeah, but if you're a socialist and you punch one person, do you have to punch everybody to spread the wealth because you're not one percenters?
Brendan, that is intellectual. That went over my head even. I think.
Went over everybody's head. That's why I never work anywhere.
Moving on to more fighting. Like most fights among 12-year-old boys, this one involved national politics. A group of middle school students in Missouri got in a school bus scuffle because one of them was wearing a red Make America Great Again hat, which some people associate with Donald Trump. What started as an argument turned physical.
You want to build a wall? You want to build a...
At one point, he just got so frustrated that he pushed me.
And then what'd you do?
And then he kept hitting me and backing me up to, like, my window of the bus. And so I just had to push him out.
All three students involved have been suspended. The pro-Trump boy's mother is not happy.
I saw him being persecuted for having an opinion of his own. I saw him being berated and bullied and beat, literally beat, because he feels strongly about the world today.
That's not nice, is it?
First of all, she's Hispanic, so this whole story is like a big joke.
Is she Hispanic?
Yeah, her first name, her last name was Karina, and that's Hispanic. I know she's Hispanic.
Very
I
attractive
was thinking she looks like Melania a
I was
little
going to say a
bit.
fat Melania.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, she's definitely Hispanic, so...
She's a Melania who's
I was
allowed
curious
to.
about her name, so... That's a weird story because they're talking about building a wall, and she might actually have to help.
Well, look, her kid likes Trump, all right? He shouldn't have to get in fights because he's wearing a hat, right,
Her kid
Michael?
doesn't like Trump. Her kid's 12 years old, and she bought him that hat, and she put that hat on him. 12-year-olds don't have opinions. They shouldn't have opinions. But they also should feel safe. I mean, the idea, if you should be making fun of kids for what they're dressed as, it's like when I was dressed as an immigrant boy, and my dad thought short shorts are appropriate to wear to school. I deserve to get those beatings. He doesn't deserve it. And those kids should be punished correctly.
Yes.
But you're an immigrant? And
Yeah.
you wear short shorts?
Well, I didn't have a choice.
You couldn't afford longer shorts?
Well, we could afford it, but Dad thought it was cool, just like those bubble sandals that I had to wear to gym class. Thank you.
You know what you do, Michael, when they're picking on you with those short shorts? You pony. You pony.
I did that. It did not end well for me in yeshiva.
Harrison?
Yeah.
Why are you and all your liberal friends picking on these kids?
Bully.
Yeah, I would never advocate violence, but I'm happy that we're at a point in this country where we went from, like, back in my day where middle schoolers beat up kids they thought were gay to middle schoolers beating up kids who they think are supporting a president who would beat up gays. So we've evolved.
It is. I mean,
Yeah.
it shows you we're moving forward as a nation.
I think I'd like to think we've evolved past violence, but people wearing that hat don't always believe in evolution.
Oh, boys will be boys.
That's
That's
wait a
all
minute,
it
Lori,
is.
what is it? What do you mean by that?
Meaning these are middle school boys, prepubescent. If they're gonna fight about the hat, they're gonna fight about sports teams. These fights escalate. It happens all the time. I actually think the school did a great job by punishing and suspending all the boys involved.
That's what they always do, don't they?
Not
Yeah,
necessarily.
but now everyone's going to try to get in a fight so they can get 3 days off. I never understood the suspension. Like, you're bad. Take 3 days off. Okay, I'll do it again.
Yeah. Did you get suspended much?
I always tried to. I had no luck.
Do you know how to throw a punch?
No, but I could have taken that kid.
Yeah,
And then I would have taken his mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
At a rape show?
You know, Lori.
No, it's not a rape joke. I would have taken him to the hotel.
Yes, Tom.
Lori, you're the only one who made a really good point. I don't know if these gentlemen picked up on it, but it doesn't have to do with politics. Boys are going to fight about anything.
So they're parroting their parents, right? So you heard the mother with her whole political, she's on the political bully pulpit, and so he's absorbing all of this stuff, and he's got the hat or whatever, and they're on the school bus, and it's whatever. It's what they do. I'm not all that worried about it. The fact that they got meditation or whatever they call it.
Mediation.
Mediation. Oh,
Meditation would have helped. They could have calmed down.
You know.
Your friends. Harrison,
sorry.
but stop picking on 12-year-old boys. Okay, moving on.
We'll do our best. We're taking all those classes now. We gotta use what we learned.
They did do the
Okay, next
intervention.
story, everybody. Barack Obama continues to lead our country on a path to ruin. I'm sorry, old habits. Let me start again. Barack Obama is on vacation. Yes, the former president and his wife Michelle are staying at one of British billionaire Richard Branson's private islands in the Caribbean. The Virgin Group founder tweeted that he challenged Obama to a, quote, kitesurf versus foilbird learning contest and posted some video.
What's going on there?
Wow.
Yes, Great Britain 50, Kenya 100. Incredibly, Obama ran into an old coworker in the Caribbean waters. What are the chances? By the end of the trip, Obama had become quite good at water skiing. Take a look.
Potsy.
Remember that gag?
Oh, I can never forget.
They hugged each other, then they hugged the girls.
Worked every time it worked again. I chuckled.
Look, Brennan.
Yeah.
He looks like he's having a good time down there. Private island.
Private island. First of all, he let the president win. Can you believe it? It's like letting a hot girl win when you're on a date, trying to knock the balls over or whatever, the ping pong or whatever. You go to the state fair. Remember, you grew up in Indiana.
Oh, yeah, I love the state fair. Get a corn dog.
Yeah, get a corn.
But you think Richard Branson let Barack Obama win?
Yes.
Come on, he's a competitive guy. He wouldn't do that.
Who, Branson?
Yeah.
No, he let him win.
He did?
Why would he beat him? You just let the president win. You just let the president has to win.
He's not president anymore. Branson, he's such an egotist. He thinks he's bigger than the president, doesn't he, Michael?
The president is winning all the time. Our president, Donald Trump. I'm surprised you didn't have the footage of Hillary flying alongside them on her broom.
We don't have access to that.
Listen, people complain that Barack Obama took too many vacations. It's a tough job. God bless him. He's earned this. Let him take vacations for the rest of his life. Look what he has to deal with who's replaced him in the White House.
That's true. I mean, Harrison, he looks like he's having a good time. Personally, it seems like Obama, while I didn't like his policies as president, he seems like a fun guy to hang out with, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks like that guy. He looks like one of those CEOs who gets out of the company right before it tanks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of getting a golden parachute, he got an actual literal parachute.
Well, I mean, for him, it is
It's
tanked
nice.
because, he doesn't agree with Trump's policies. So, of course, he thinks the country is going in a different direction. But everybody else...
Well, he got it backwards. He was
excited.
in a fake fight with a real billionaire instead of a real fight with a fake billionaire.
I don't even know.
That was too many things.
It was.
I I gave up halfway through.
So you were suspended.
Maybe he went to an island with Richard Branson, so in case we get nuked in the next couple of weeks, that he's safe. You know what I mean?
Well,
There's
I mean,
that.
we're safe, Lori. I mean, people.
safe
I don't know.
from
I'm thrilled for Obama on this vacation because, you know, I have to tell you, I was put off when Obama's office commented on the travel ban.
Yeah.
I thought, you know what? You need to step back here. It's not your place, at least for now. Give politics a break.
Yeah, in what way did he
Clear.
comment?
He was just against the travel ban, and he was critical of Trump's administration. I don't want to get into a whole, unless you do, of course, discourse on
Well, he thought he
debate on it, but
he thought he wouldn't be
did
able to
weigh
come
in.
back from on his vacation because he didn't have proper papers.
But look, Lori, it's true that Obama, it was kind of unprecedented. You know, you're supposed to
100%.
You're supposed to
Well, not 100%,
walk away, right?
And that would have been the classy thing to do.
Yeah.
So he didn't. His office put out the statement, and everyone went, "Huh? Come on! I mean, forget the first 100 days. It was within the first 2 weeks. No matter." I don't want to get into my opinion on the travel ban, but I just kind of thought, like, you know, go on vacation, go back to the golf course, and look, there he does.
Is he going to be able Is he going to be able
He
to
is
keep
relevant.
from sticking
He will-
his nose in the next 4 years?
Probably not, if that's any indication, but I do think that he will become relevant again, and I think that he's going to play a strong role in rebuilding the Democratic Party.
Yeah. You ever go down to one of those private islands, Brandon? Did you ever do you did Aruba, didn't you?
Yeah, but I burn like crazy. I can't go outside.
Yeah.
I can't go outside till about 5:30 p.m.
Yeah.
And that's when all the ladies have already headed back.
That's what I do. I go to the beach at 5 o'clock. It's the best time to go. Okay, coming up. What should you do if you're overwhelmed by a Trump presidency? Other than watching Red Eye, of course. Next. Her 22-year marriage didn't survive Donald Trump. When her husband revealed to her last year that he was only considering voting for Trump, Gail McCormick fell out of love. He didn't even end up voting for Trump. But as they say, it's the thought that counts. They divorced. She's just one of millions of Americans who are overwhelmed because of the Trump presidency. But it doesn't have to be that way. Mashable has published a list of what to do if you're overwhelmed by a Trump presidency. Let's look. 1. You only need one breaking news notification, not 12. I totally agree with that. 2. Read news sources that aren't designed to give you a heart attack. Or I'll go one better. Stop having heart attacks over the news. 3. Eat whatever the hell you want because F it. I've always said that. 4. Try to separate fear from reality. Now, that is a hard thing to do in today's world of fake news. But if you adhere to steps 1 through 3, you're going to be okay. 5. Set a realistic, measurable goal for the number of phone calls you can make to your representatives per week. Yeah, I'd suggest rounding that out to a nice, healthy number like 0. 6. Remember, you do have leaders in government who are standing up for you. Watch everything Maxine Waters does. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm beginning to suspect that this article was written by someone who I do not agree with politically. What should I do? Throw a tantrum? Write a letter? No, I should do nothing. I should ignore that point and move on with my life. And isn't it amazing? Even though me and this author are polar opposites, obviously, we agree on 5 of 6 of the things you can do to remain happy and healthy in Trump's America. You see, those McCormicks didn't need to get divorced. They could have compromised. How about this? I suggest alternating waters. Maxine during the week, Jesse on the weekends.
Cute.
Harrison?
Yeah.
People don't agree, but they don't have to freak out about it. Look, I don't think we agree politically, but we're best chums.
We're besties, absolutely. I think my photograph was on your mantle for years, right?
We've hung out. I mean, we have a good time. We've worked comedy clubs together. And we're
cuddled.
We haven't done that, but we've had...
Only on the road. Our secrets.
Harrison...
It's like Kerouac up in here.
But look, people getting divorced, it's hysteria, is it not?
I mean, she lasted 22 years, which is longer than any of Trump's 3 marriages, so she beat him on that.
Oh, well, so wait a minute. Are you suggesting that she wanted out anyway? She's using Trump as an excuse?
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
he didn't even vote for him.
That
was the part where I was kind of, because I've not gone on dates with people because I didn't want to have a fight on every date, but like he didn't vote for him. So what is this fight over?
What
that
she
you
said,
thought about it for a second?
She said just the idea, Lori, the idea that he would be
excuse.
thinking of supporting. What do you
Convenient
think it is?
excuse.
Tell
I
me,
think
tell
she
me.
wanted him out of the bedroom. She was tired of the snoring and
Look at how happy they are.
probably wanted her own bathroom as well. That was it.
Oh.
I mean, 22 years is like, you want your own bedroom. I've probably been married longer than all of you people here.
Look,
you want your own space sometimes.
I understand that may be the case, but I don't know, Michael. The anti-Trump hysteria, it runs deep. You've seen it.
This is not unique to anti-Trump. Like, a lot of people are married to some insufferable shrew who thinks that your role as her spouse is to do whatever she says and kowtow to her. There's plenty of Republican families where the woman wears the pants. So at a certain point, he's like, screw this. We're having a real man in the White House, and I'm not going to do what you say anymore. And she said, well, in that case, I'll leave. And he's like, there's the door. And bye, bye, bye.
I know. We didn't hear from him in this article. I wonder
Because
what he would say.
he's probably getting laid with someone much younger.
I mean, usually.
He is? Did you see the picture?
I think usually when you see a 70-year-old couple, when they have problems with their marriage, it's usually erections, not elections.
It rhymes. Hey, you like that?
That's not. I didn't make any notes about that. I didn't even think of that
I
one.
stuck it through.
Not only did
You got it.
Not only did I like it, I got a small election out of it.
Hanging Chad?
Hanging Chad. No,
Kevin
but look at
Brennan.
those. Look at those arms on her. Like, if my wife looked like that and she said, I go, I'm going. I got my bus ticket. One way. I'm out of here. Fix your arms, and then I'll come back.
Bingo wings, they call them. Yeah, do some
Those big grandma arms. I mean, unless she's a grandma, I think she is, but still.
They're like bat
fix it.
wings. You can fly in them.
Yeah.
Guys, enough. That's
No, I'm just saying, after a while, you get sick of your wife, anybody. You just get sick of them.
Hey, I
They're
got
both sick
news
of
for
each
you. It
other.
works both ways.
Yeah,
You
Kevin,
get sick of your...
you're.
No, my wife's already told me she's sick of me.
There you go. So good.
She put it on a post-it today on the fridge.
I got the tattoo.
I got a tattoo. Anyway, the point is that people get sick of each other, so they're just looking for an excuse, and Trump's a good one.
I do agree with you, yeah.
Trump's a good one.
Yeah. So you don't think Trump is actually splitting up marriages? That's all it.
Well, listen, I don't know what
Wait a
Trump's
minute.
doing.
Wait, tell me, you don't really have a problem with Trump, right? You kind of like him.
No,
What does your wife think of Trump?
My wife hates Trump, and then I always voted Democrat, and then I started to shift with the transgender bathroom issue because I was like, come
That's
on.
what switched you.
Yeah, because I was like, please, is that what we're worried about? Anyway, so then my wife's like, you're not going to vote for Trump, so then I didn't vote. But now she's still like, whenever I say like, he's got a point. She's like, how dare you? And then I go, you're right, because I want to have sex that night. You know what I mean? So I
see.
I kowtow. Is that the right term?
That is the
that
term,
right
correct. Correct
Right time to use it?
Whatever you have to do. Okay, coming up. Halftime at TV's Andy Levy, and a brand new episode of the Red Eye Podcast is available. Subscribe on iTunes and on FoxNewsRadio.com. Welcome back. Time to find out what we got wrong and what we missed from TV's Andy Levy over in the Red Eye News Deck. Hey, Andy.
Tom, we got to speed this up.
Okay.
I got big things to do tonight.
What is
What's
that?
going on?
4K Blu-ray of John Wick just came out today.
It came out today and you bought it.
Oh, hell yeah. Pre-ordered that months ago.
Unbelievable.
Come on.
It came in the mail, Andy, or did you have to pick it up?
Came in the mail. Amazon.com. It's an online retailer.
Fantastic.
Yeah. The lefty fight club. Lori, you said these people are hypocrites because they claim they're fighting for inclusion and all that stuff, but they exclude Republicans from their little club.
Yeah.
But that's who they're training to fight against in their minds. That
But
would
why
be
are they
crazy
leaving
for
them
them
out?
to
I
fight.
think they should just have a self-defense course on campus for everyone.
But they're trying to defend them. You don't invite the people you think, like if you're going to war with someone when you're doing your military training, you don't invite the other army to come watch you train.
Right, but isn't it a little crazy that they're training to fight battles that they are sure are going to happen just because Trump is the president?
But that's the purpose of self-defense classes, isn't it?
Just to be prepared?
Yeah. There's no point in taking self-defense classes
I just
for an
find the
attack
whole
that
thing
already
absurd.
happened.
I mean, do you think it's a little odd, though, that they're doing this campus group?
Yes, but I also think I think everyone should take self-defense classes.
I agree with you, yeah.
But yeah. Harrison, you said the left are always.
Because I don't want to have flabby underarms. Sorry.
Okay.
Like that woman.
Let me know
That
when you're
offended
done.
Kevin.
Let me know when you're done, Lori.
Whoa.
Damn.
Carry on. Carry on.
You sure?
Actually, no. Let's get back to
Harrison, you said the left are always being called.
What year did fight?
Oh my God!
Get ready.
Wow. This is as exciting as John Wick.
Harrison, you said the left are always being called a bunch of delicate snowflakes. Ironically, some of the right-wing students on this campus are saying that this group makes them feel unsafe.
Really?
Yeah. Who's the snowflake now? Huh?
I guess they're learning Krav Maga, but the MAGA stands for Make America Great Again.
Nice. Very nice.
Very good.
Malice,
That was wordplay, Kevin. That was
I totally gave up on that.
Yeah. He started comedy when blackface was a thing.
Oh, wow. You mean last year?
Malice, you said it always ends up with law and order because people hate discord.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how we ended up with Nixon, right?
That's true. 1968, there was the Chicago. I mentioned that if you were listening.
Did you? I wasn't.
Maybe we should switch seats, Andy.
What? Yeah.
See.
Kevin, you said bash the fash works for you the same way crack is whack did. It's the rhyming, isn't it? Right? You can't. Once something rhymes, it just makes sense.
Yeah, then it's simple. Then you go,
Right.
yeah, bash the fash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But can I say something about the panel?
Please.
I feel like we're doing an episode of the dating game. Like the three of us, I'm underdressed, and I'm fighting for Lori. And I guess you're Bob Eubanks, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you could make Whoopi in one minute.
In the butt, Bob.
That's the newlywed game.
Oh. I know that's the punchline. That's the punchline to every...
Oh, wow.
I should just be watching John Wick right now. Middle school student attacked on a bus for wearing "Make America Great Again" hat. It's pretty clear, right? The students who attacked him were funded by Soros, right? We can all agree.
I think so.
I mean, that's clearly what's going on.
Thanks, Angela Merkel.
Kevin, you said the kid's mom is Hispanic. I'm not sure about that. Her name is Christina Cortina, which I believe might be Italian.
No, I'll bet you $1 million, and you probably have it, TV's Andy Levy. I'll bet you a lot of money that she's Hispanic if you look it up, because I'm married to Hispanics, and she's Hispanic.
Okay. I couldn't look it up because we don't have registries yet.
But maybe that's why we should, because then we know who everybody is. But
By
she's
the way, do you
Hispanic.
have-
I can tell by the...
you have-
not to be... whatever.
Go ahead. Do you have $1 million?
No.
Then how can you can't bet me $1 million if you don't have it, man.
Oh, Tom can help me. Wink, wink.
Lori, you said you thought the school handled this correctly by punishing all the kids involved. Should the kid who got picked on be punished too? That seems a little unfair, doesn't it? It's like when the ref throws the flag and it's always for the retaliation. They never catch the first guy or whatever.
Well, I guess, so if it were my kid, I would have actually wanted him to have been punished as well, because there could be backlash, right? Okay, so the kids get punished, they get suspended, whatever, but the one kid wearing the hat gets to go back to school.
Right.
And then he's not as tough, maybe?
Uh-huh.
So in a way that he's kind of in with it, like he was giving it back a little bit.
Right. Okay.
I don't know.
That's fair.
That was just my...
Yeah, that's fair. Obama's vacation. Tom, when you referred to Richard Branson as the Virgin Group founder, you accented the group, which made it sound like he's a virgin who founded a group. Said he was the Virgin Group founder?
Yeah, I think
The Virgin Group founder.
the Virgin Group founded.
That makes, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I get it.
By the way, do you think there's any chance that while Obama was out there in the Caribbean, he found the Vince Foster murder weapon?
Is it out there?
It was in his hand.
It's as good a chance as any. I don't know. Kevin, tell me more about the ping pong balls at the state fair.
As soon as I was done, I'm like, I should have prepared that a little bit better. But you know how when you're on a first date and you pretend like you can't throw, you let her throw like a girl, and you throw like more of a girl to let her win or whatever. Because then you have to seem like a good sport, and that's what when you're the host of anything, don't you have to seem like you're a good sport and you let the guest win?
That's what I do.
Yeah. If I had a summer house or a beach house or any kind of a house, I would let the guests win.
Malice, you said being president is a tough job. Let Obama take vacations for the rest of his life. I totally agree. That won't stop me from finding it mildly amusing that he's vacationing on a private island while the left is planning the resistance.
Well, it's not as bad as Bill Clinton's private island trip.
Well, that's true. Probably. The whole surviving Trump thing. Tom, you said of the couple whose marriage couldn't handle the possibility that the husband might vote for Trump, you said, quote, they divorced.
Yeah.
They did not.
They didn't?
They are separated and living apart, but she says they are too old to bother getting divorced.
Wow.
Wow.
That's why she got those arms, because she's so lazy.
Oh, my gosh.
She has, like, normal arms for a woman her age.
Normal arms.
Just look gross.
Harrison, are you really besties with Shillue?
I mean, as long as he still has that half of the necklace I gave him.
The rumor mill's going to go crazy with this. Harrison's going to be outside when
Have
we
fun
leave.
tonight, Twitter.
Harrison, did you notice when you said the two of you have cuddled how frightened he looked and how quickly he said, that's not true?
He's just worried they were going to switch up top and bottom.
Wow.
What the, he was talking about the necklace? I thought it was in two pieces. What's he talking about?
He used a lot of code words.
I know. It's a lot of codes.
Yeah. I thought it was a Twin Peaks reference.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
Hey,
I know. I've just been watching it for the first time ever. That's why it popped in my head. Just lastly, Lori, just based on what you were saying, have you considered having one of those separate bed marriages?
No.
Okay.
As long as my two dogs are with me, you know, there's no way they're going with my husband in another room because we have to stay together as a pack.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Thank you, Andy. Enjoy that video game. A comedian gets in trouble for not being PC, and this time he's not even white. But first, say my name, Kennedy.
Hello, red-eyed revelers. On the next Kennedy, I'll coax Tom Shillue to talk about the president's cabinet picks. And then I'm going to drop tackle him. Plus, Anthony Cumia and Mike Baker all swinging by to laugh at Tom.
TMZ obtained video of comedian and star of Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2, George Lopez, unloaded on an audience member who took offense at one of his jokes. The joke started like any other George Lopez joke. Take it away, TMZ.
There's still two rules of the Hills family.
Let me guess. No talking about the Latino family, and no talking about the Latino family.
There's still two rules of the Hills family. Don't marry somebody black, and don't park in front of our house.
That did not go where I thought it was going. Well, one woman in the front row didn't like Mr. Lopez's joke and flipped him the bird. George handled it with grace.
I'm talking, bitch. Sit your down. You pay to see a show. Sit down. You got two choices. Shut up or get down. I'll tell you what. I'll make the choice for you. Get the out of here.
Kevin.
He did exactly what I would have done, except I give him their money back. I say, get the F out, and I give him $12.
You do? You always have change ready?
Yeah, because I'm always ready for the strip club. So I always have singles. I'm always ready to go. And I say, get the F out. Here's your $8 if it's a Thursday.
Yeah.
Just reduce prices.
He gave two choices, but then he immediately reneged and gave them only one choice. I didn't know if that was nice.
What do you mean the choice?
He said you have two choices.
Oh.
Sit down and shut up or leave, and then he said, no, you have one choice. He didn't even give him the option. Did you notice that, Michael?
Yeah, but you know what? Like, he's on, like, my buddy D.L. Hughley, he's on tour with George and Cedric the Entertainer and Eddie Griffiths, the Black and Brown Comedy Get Down. So everyone there is going to be completely politically incorrect.
Was that on the Get Down?
I think it was, my understanding. So what I always say is get into it or get over it. You're in the front row, you're going to give anyone the finger and that person has a mic. It's not going to end well for you. So he did the exact right thing. Please, it's a joke.
It's a joke, Harrison.
Yeah, but she didn't even yell. She just gave him, if you give a guy the finger, come on. I mean, you can't react to that.
Yeah, I do.
You're not even a comic. You're a stand-up comic?
No, I'm not a stand-up comic. If somebody gives me the finger, I'm not going to sit there smiling and nodding.
On the subway. I'm talking about I'm talking about if you're a comic and someone gives you the finger.
Mike, it's Michael. We don't know each other.
No, but in the 80s, it would have been Mike with the shoulder pads.
But I think they look at the stage. Look at the stage. Look at the stage. They're in the round. So maybe the lady was giving the finger to the guy on the other side of the stage.
So I went to the WWE for the first time. I took my kids, I went to the wrestling, and I noticed that people in the audience shout at the wrestlers to get the wrestlers' attention.
Yeah.
And there's this, like, audience participation. Yeah. So maybe she heckled him with the hope, you know, or the intention of getting a reaction to become part of the show. And
it wasn't just the finger. She
was yelling.
She was yelling. So she stood up, she gave the finger, and then she wanted to be part of the show.
So
that's not acceptable.
So was she offended by his comedy, do you think? Like, legitimately
I don't think she, I'm guessing that she was an African-American woman, and she didn't like the crack about the don't date a black guy. Is that right?
I have no idea. I mean, where could she learn about yelling at comedy you don't like, other than the president?
Wait a minute.
Comedy.
Wait a minute. Harrison, did you bring it back to Donald Trump?
I did.
We were just having a great conversation.
Are we separated now, Tom?
Yes.
Tom, are we getting a separation?
I'm giving you back that necklace.
Oh, no.
But Harrison, you've dealt with this kind of thing.
All the time.
What do you do? Do you fight them, or do you just try to pace it over?
I give them one shot and let it slide, and then gradually escalate until I have to take them out.
One shot and let it slide. Yeah. Now that is something that Harrison's into.
Nice.
Brennan.
Yeah. I would have let it slide unless she had those big flappy arms, and I would go, get the F out of here, and no snacks for you.
Bingo wings.
Michael, did we talk to you about this yet? I think that I stand with George Lopez.
Yes.
In my own shows, I'm always telling people to get out. I don't want them there. I don't think that, I don't like this.
You do? For real?
I don't like the back and forth. I'm like, you've got to...
This isn't a conversation. This isn't a debate.
Right. Exactly.
Someone's performing, you sit down, shut up, or you get up and leave. I've done stand-up years ago, and I've walked the room. I've done jokes people didn't like, they got up and left, and that's on me. But you don't get up and interject and kind of make this some kind of debate society.
You've walked the room on Red Eye, actually. It's happened.
It was those dumb jokes.
I don't mind getting heckled because I get sick of doing my act. So anything so I don't have to do my act. And I'm usually going to win because I got the microphone. You know what I mean?
That's it. No,
I usually figure I can outsmart somebody who they can't hear, and the crowd's usually going to take your side, you know?
They better not mess
You're a
with
major leaguer, they're a little leaguer, and
Coming
that's
up,
the
I have no
sports
mic.
metaphor I know.
Those wicked smart fellas from Boston Dynamics are at it again. Stay tuned or you're a child ahead. Boston Dynamics is best known for building robots and then tormenting them.
God, jeez, Mark. Oh, you and that stick. Think you're so tough, huh? Here we go.
The company has designed and pushed around many robots over the years. Now we're getting a glimpse of their latest creation. A leaked video shows a new robot named Handle that features both wheels and legs. Finally, technology has outpaced our mere human two-legged design. Nothing stands in Handle's way as it can handle any hurdle. The robot can balance itself and handle heavy loads. Why is it called Handle? Boston Dynamics won't say. And if you're wondering, you can't have sex with it. Not yet. Anyway.
I'm out.
Well, Harrison, look, what do you think of that robot? I mean, it is...
They're going to have to build the wall higher.
You're not kidding. I mean, this is... watching that thing jump, that is kind of scary.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
It's a T-Rex. Didn't they watch Jurassic Park? You build a T-Rex, it never goes well.
Yeah. But I love it. I love watching these latest robot designs. But Lori, is it somehow unsettling? It seems like this kind of robot, this is the first robot I could picture taken over.
So I know you guys were offended by the flabby underarms. This thing is so out of proportion. It's almost offensive in its figure.
Oh, really?
It's awkward moving. It's hulking and intimidating.
It certainly is. It's like the, remember that movie RoboCop?
I was just going to say that. I mean, it's like, how am I supposed to be impressed with that when RoboCop killed like 20 dudes?
Wait, you mean?
What? It's doing pirouettes.
It's not even close to RoboCop. Maybe someday it'll deliver the mail, but we don't even deliver the mail anymore. Am I right? Because everything's email.
Everything's email. You're right. Michael, does this scare you? It doesn't seem to intimidate.
Well, it did until a minute ago, and now I'm like, all right.
You just kick it over. How's it scare anybody?
That's the whole point. You can't kick it over. This thing cannot be kicked over. Its balance is perfect.
You shoot it. You shoot it.
Are we taking robot advice from a guy with a flip phone?
No. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Hashtag told. He's got your music.
Michael, this is the kind of technology that is going to replace humans. And I mean in, like factories. This robot's going to be able to make things.
This is going to be replaced in war. Like, if you wanted to go into Bin Laden's compound, you want something like this scaling the walls instead of, like, SEAL Team 6. So we all, laugh, but this is clearly going to have military purposes.
We laugh, but this is going to have military purposes, Kevin.
I'm awake now.
Very special thanks to Lori Rothman, to Harrison Greenbaum, to Michael Malice, and Kevin Brennan. That does it for me. I'm Tom Shillue. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.